Hi everyone, it's me, Kevlin, and today I'm bringing you guys my very first speed build. I've never done a speed build. I don't think I've ever fully made a house in The Sims 3. I definitely have built houses in The Sims 4 just because I think the building in The Sims 4 is a lot easier and a lot more accessible than The Sims 3. Like in The Sims 3, you gotta do stuff like this. In The Sims 4, you don't gotta do all this, what I'm doing now with the foundation. Um, but I have been really wanting to broaden my experience when it comes to doing different things in The Sims, create a sim and making Sims. Um, I've been mostly a Sims 4 player um, since it came out, just because it was the only Sims game that ran good on my crappy computer that I used to have, or on my laptop. But now that I have a good working PC, I do want to get into building houses in The Sims 3, playing Sims 3 more. That's why I think my channel is mostly going to be centered around The Sims 3. Also because The Sims 3 just has a lot you can do without mods. I have so many mods in The Sims 4. In The Sims 3, I have master controller and store progression and a few small ones here and there, but not I think I have over 20 mods in The Sims 4, maybe seven for The Sims 3, maybe eight, not counting my lighting mods and whatever, because both games are dark, super dark for no reason. So I'm not gonna count the lighting mod. But besides that, I am really proud of how this house turned out. I wanted it to be a lot smaller than it is, just because when I was furnishing it, I was what the heck? What am I supposed to do? Like I said, I am a Sims 4 builder, mostly furnisher, whatever you want to call it. I rarely ever build or furnish in The Sims 3. I will hunt. I will hunt for a house on YouTube, Tumblr, Pinterest, whatever, before I ever sit down and build a house for my Sims. But I figured, since I'm trying to start my channel and all that, I would kind of broaden my experience in the things that I do in the game. So building being one of them. And like I said, I am not mad with how this turned out. It took me, I want to say, 6 hours just to do the house itself, do the backyard, exterior, and then to furnish the bottom floor. 6 or 7 hours that took me, and then the next, well, not the next day, 2 days later, I went back and I did the upstairs. So like I said, I'm not mad at this house at all. I did have to cut out a lot of, kind of, not a lot, but a lot of when I was doing the coloring of the house and the garage and windows. I had to cut a lot of that out just because I had no clue what I wanted to do with this house. I found the layout on Pinterest, and I didn't want to copy every single little detail that the layout and the house I saw had. So I wanted to do my own thing, and it was just a nightmare. Oh my gosh, I thought I would never get to the inside. I thought I would never be able to actually start furnishing the inside of the house. And also, you'll see me pause a lot in this just because, like I said, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. So the idea for this house was to make it a family home, and at the end, that is kind of what I went for. This is more so a grandparent slash childhood home. This is a house that you come here and you're yeah, these people have hella kids that are grown, and grandkids and all that. So that's kind of what I was going for with this house. There's 5 bedrooms. There's a guest bedroom, there's the grandparents bedroom, and then there's 3 other bedrooms for two little girls and a teenage boy, and then an older daughter or son with a baby or whatever the case may be. So I tried to stick to a theme, an older early 2000s type of house. There's a lot of the inside is definitely I don't know, it's like you walk in and you're yeah, this is definitely a house from the early 2000s, or from the South, or whatever the case may be, So that's kind of what I was going for. And I think it fit the vision, not exactly how I wanted it to do, to look. I was looking for a lot more custom content, just because I'm not that creative yet when it comes to building in a Sims 3, like I said. So I kind of heavily relied on custom content and less of like the actual like game content. But once I get better and stuff, then I will definitely make houses that have less custom content and be able to put them up for downloads. I have no clue how to like put a download link for this because I know in The Sims 4 it's a lot easier with like the gallery and everything. I have no clue how to do like the package files and the Sims package files, and I have no clue how to do all that. But I mean, if anyone wants this house, I'm more than happy to figure it out. And if someone could teach me or whatever the case may be, I'm more than happy to figure it out and provide a download link. Um, oh, and I also, while I'm here talking for probably not the whole 26 minutes that this video is, but for as long as this video is, while I'm here, I did kind of want to, not to be like, I don't know, a narcissist, but I wanted to talk about myself a little bit just because I only have a few videos up, and you know, I want people to know like who they're watching and all that. I don't want to give like too much information like right off the bat since I'm just starting out, but I wanted to like talk a little bit about myself. So how you pronounce my my username, it is how I pronounce it. It's Kovlin. A lot of people say Kovlin. I am fine with either way. I got my name, so Cove, the Cove part came from Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, Crystal Cove, the town that they live in, just because it's like one of my all-time favorite shows. I love Scooby-Doo. I was Velma for Halloween this past year. I have been like a Scooby-Doo fanatic since I was a kid. So that's where Cove came from. And then Lynn is my baby sister's middle name. So Kovlin, whatever. I'm 20 years old. So just so you guys know, I'm not like a child or like a middle-aged woman, even though there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm 20. I've been playing Sims for a very long time. No, not very long time, but since I was like 8 or 9 years old. How I got into it was I started playing The Sims 3, obviously, and back when I first started playing, I played on my cousin's laptop and her PS3. I started playing on a PS3 first, and you know, I was really into it. Like I loved it. I've always had like a really active like imagination since I was a kid. So playing The Sims 3 and like getting to create my own characters and families and like storylines and all that was like the best thing that I ever discovered, you know? So I started playing on the PS3, and then she did end up getting a laptop, and then we started playing on the laptop, and from there it was just like game over for me. Like I have been addicted. Like she grew out of it, and I'm still here like 10-11 years later still playing the game. I've been wanting to create a YouTube channel for like The Sims since Life Simmer was still posting regularly. Like she was like my number one YouTuber besides like PewDiePie and all of them, but like, my number one Sims YouTuber. See, you can see here that I am like struggling with these shutters and windows. Yeah, I struggled a lot building this house. Yeah, Life Streamer was like my go-to when I was a kid. Like her Generations videos, I was sat and ready whenever she posted. I had like the notification like alerts on for her. Like she was the reason like I wanted to start posting on YouTube. And then I tried when I was a kid, but my parents didn't let me post on YouTube, obviously because I was a child. And regardless, even if I wasn't a kid, even if I was like older, like a teenager or whatever, my little laptop just it could not run The Sims. I could barely play like on my own time. Like just to load up the game took me like an hour, 30 minutes. Like It was so bad, but I did not care. Like I always found a way. I always like I knew exactly how much custom content I could download before my game would start like freaking out, you know? Um so I have found loopholes. I didn't get my first PC, though what I'm playing on now. I didn't get this until I was like until yeah, until 20. I'm 20 now, so I didn't get this like until like a few months ago. Actually, no, I think I got this like because so I was playing on my laptop. I got my first laptop when I was 10. I was playing Sims 3 on there for a long time, and then Sims 4 came out, and I was still playing on a laptop, and that came out when I was like, I want to say 11 or 12. 2014, I think, it's when the Sims 4 came out. I honestly don't remember. I bought when I moved out. When I moved out of my parents' house, I bought a monitor and I hooked up my laptop to, the monitor and all that. The game still ran like shit, but I got like a storage thing because I heard that like helped, and it did a little bit. It still lagged very very bad, but The Sims 4 ran like really good for some reason. Um, and so actually, I think like a month before I turned 20, maybe like a few months, either before or after I turned 20. I don't honestly, my memory is so bad, but somewhere around that time frame, I went to Best Buy with my friends, like very randomly, and I've gone to Best Buy like a lot, and I've looked at like the PCs there and like the monitors there, but I've never just been like, fuck it, I'm gonna just buy something. I think I had just gotten paid. My birthday was coming up, and I was there, and I was like, I should just say fuck it and buy a PC, like not like a high end one, just something like a pre-built gaming PC, and then just upgrade it as time goes on. So that is literally what I did. My friends were like, don't do it. And I was like, I have to. Like, I'm doing good on money. Like, I just got paid. Like, I don't know when there's going to be another time, because I was also trying to get a car. So I was like, I don't know when there's going to be another time for me to do this, So I asked one of the workers to come over, and I was like, oh, do you think like this can run Sims and whatever, like games like that, whatever the case may be? And he was like, yeah, like this can run pretty like a bunch of games, like even games higher than the Sims 3. And I got my PC for like 700. I think it was originally like 800, but I get discounts, so I bought it for like 700. And even before I upgraded it and everything, it ran pretty good. Not as good as I wanted it to do, and not as good as it does now, but it ran pretty good. Like my Sims 4, it ran good before on my laptop, but it ran like butter, and I could get G-Shade with no issue. Like if I played a Sims 3 on my laptop, I could not play with G-Shade. Like I had to get like whatever lighting mods I could find and just play with it that way. Now I can actually like play with G-Shade and like all of the good like shaders. Even when I did play The Sims 4 on my laptop, it would sometimes be a little buggy depending on what preset shader I used. But now I can use whatever, and I am like, this is like 10-year-old me's dream. Like if I was like 10-year-old me was here right now, she would be flipping the fuck out. Like I'm sorry, I say like every 2 seconds. I'm so sorry, but no, I'm so serious. Like if 10-year-old me was here right now, she would be bugging the hell out. Like this is a dream that I have. This is what I've been wanting since I was a kid, just to be able to play Sims without having to like pray that my game was just gonna randomly crash 20 minutes into me playing. Like it take like an hour just to load up, and then just creating a sim would take me like 2 to 3 hours. Now it takes me like 40, depending on how detailed I want it to be. It takes me less time than that. It does take me like an hour or so still, just because I'm really picky with how I make my Sims. But if I was just to be like, all right, I'm gonna just make a sim, just a really basic sim, it'd probably take me like 30 minutes, Um, but yeah, I've been playing The Sims for a while. I tried to play The Sims 2. I'm still trying to figure out how to get like the graphics and all that to look good. I watch the YouTuber I watch, a Cotton Sock. I watch her and her streams and all that, and watch her play The Sims 2. And like I'm trying to get my game like to look and run like hers. Like I would love to play The Sims 2 because there is a lot of gameplay in there, more than The Sims 3 and 4 like combined. There is a lot of gameplay, and I really do want to get it into playing it. It's just I don't know how to get, my game to not look weird. Like, last time I played, it was, I don't know, the resolution and all that was just weird. Even though like I've upgraded my PC pretty well, that even The Sims, like I said, The Sims 3 runs really good. I just don't know why. Like it's just I don't know. I'm still like learning and when it comes to like editing and how to fix like the resolutions and all that, and I'm still learning. So just give me some time and I'll be able to post Sims 2 videos maybe at some point. Never played The Sims 1. I honestly have no interest in it. I've seen other people play it, and maybe if it was like 2012, maybe I would play it. But I just don't really have an interest in it right now. Besides that, besides like Sims, I honestly I don't do a lot. Honestly, like I go to work. My class like ended like a month ago, so I'm not in school right now. My next class is until a while. So like I go to work, I come home, I might play a few rounds of Valorant, and then watch TikTok, and then call it a night. On the weekends, I go out like with my friends. There's not really much to do in like the area I'm in. I'd have to drive to like LA or something if I want to like, or not like maybe LA, Santa Barbara type, whatever, if I want to do something. But where I'm at is really just nothing. Like there's like a mall and like a few things to do, but nothing crazy. So I usually just stay home. Like I'll have my friends come over and like play video games with me. Right now, me and my best friend, we're playing MK1. I love Mortal Kombat. I've played the last couple ones that came out, but right now I just bought MK1 and MK11, even though I've played MK11 before I moved out, because I used to have a PlayStation with my brothers, but since I don't live with my brothers anymore, I can't regularly play it. And then I sold my last the PS5 I sold it because I wasn't using it. Honestly, I rarely used it. I have a Switch, I have my PC, like things run pretty good, as it is. So I really don't care to have a PlayStation. I think I might get one again at some point, but I'm not. I really don't care, honestly. But me and my family, when I was like in middle school, freshman year, we all used to like have like MK tournaments. Like we'd all sit in my mom and stepdad's bedroom for just hours. Like we would have days dedicated to this, just playing this MK. I think it was 10, Mortal Kombat 10. We played. Like this was like a regular weekend thing we used to do, and it was just, we all had like our own designated characters, and it's like two people play, and then whoever loses has to play the winner, that type of stuff. So that was like that was the best. That was like the best times, all of us sitting around just playing Mortal Kombat. I think I'm also like the only one in my family that plays Sims. Everyone knows what Sims is because of me. Like everyone knows what it is. It's not like my family doesn't know what Sims is. It's just no one plays it but me. Like every time my brothers call me, they're like, "Let me guess, you're playing Sims," and I'm like, "Okay, you don't have to call me out, whatever." But like it's just like my family always knows. Like if I don't answer with the phone, I'm probably doing something with my Sims. I'm sure like every Simmer knows, like everyone like makes a really detailed storyline for their Sims, and like that's what I do. Like I will sit and talk about my Sims and like what they did and who cheated on who and who had whose baby. Like I will sit and talk about that like with my friends and my family for like the longest times, and they will listen and they'll ask for like updates and stuff, and it's so fun. It's real. It's such a good time. Let's see, what else can I talk about to get to know me. I don't know, honestly. I honestly, I don't do much, and like I said, I don't want to like say a shit ton of information just because I am starting out. So I kind of want to start like with like basic stuff. But yeah, I again, I do like how this house turned out. I think my favorite room in this house is the living room. Like it's really giving me like early 2000s vibes. I think I also could have made the dining room a lot smaller, but you know, I don't really care at this point. It's too late. I also realized I forgot to decorate the garage. And you know what? I'll probably never ever play in this house. I just built it for whoever else wants it. So you know, if you want to download it and decorate the garage, be my guest. I as I was editing this video the other day, I realized, I was like, I didn't do the garage, did I? And then I was just like, my God, like I'm too tired to care. Like I was already like mad that I had to go to work the next day, even though I work like 5 days a week. I was just irritated. I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and decorate this garage. I'm going to bed. So I stopped editing, and now like I finished editing today, and now I'm doing the voiceover for this. So I was gonna say something else that I completely. Oh yeah, another thing to know about me, I have like not terrible memory loss, but my memory's just not the best. So there'll be a lot of times where I'm like, you'll like hear me talking and I'll just kind of like trail off, or I'll be like, what did I say? Or like what I just said, I was gonna say something and I completely forgot. Like my memory's bad. It's bad, you know. It's getting better, honestly. But it's not where I want it to be. But yeah, I think I might end this voice over here just because I don't know what else to say. Like I said, I don't want to give too much information. We'll see how well my channel does in a couple of months. But that's kind of like a little about me. My life is pretty like, it's not boring. Like I have a lot going on personally that I would love to talk about, but right now I think I'm just gonna like keep it to myself. You know, I try to keep to myself, and like I try to keep like a close, very small circle of friends and whatnot, but I always find myself in some drama. Not even like, I don't even put myself there. I try to stay out of stuff. I hate being involved in drama because it stresses me out, and I already have like a lot of personal stuff going on. So hopefully by the time my channel gets a lot bigger, I'll be able to like actually like talk about certain stuff. But right now I'm just gonna like keep it hush hush. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed watching me build this. I enjoyed doing it, even though it was kind of tiring after a while. But I really did enjoy doing this. So if anyone wants this again, this house, I'll figure out how to download it, or figure out how to be able to let you download it, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.